Hello everyone and welcome back to Bring Your Own Popcorn. In today's video, this is my first ever movie review on the Bring Your Own Popcorn channel. I can't believe it's taken me this long to actually do a movie review. I've been going through my physical collection and ranking films that I've kind of forgotten to do movie reviews, but we're here with one now. I'm going to be doing more of these in the future. And today we're going to be reviewing a film that I saw last night, opening night. And that is Spider-Man No Way Home. I will say off the bat that this video will be spoiler free. I will not be giving away anything about this film. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to ruin absolutely anything. So yeah, I will start off by telling you all my thoughts on the other Spider-Man movies, the two Tom Holland ones. Homecoming and Far From Home, I think are good films. I enjoy them. They're probably on the same kind of level for me. I would actually probably give the edge to Far From Home right now. Homecoming's still amazing. I really love Vulture in Homecoming. Tom Holland's pretty good. Far From Home is amazing. Jake Gyllenhaal's amazing in it, and Tom Holland. They're fun films. That's what they are at the end of the day. They're fun films. They've not got a lot of substantial meaning, like a lot of the MCU movies do. I don't think Homecoming and Far From Home are the best MCU films, but they're certainly not the worst. They're good films. And now we move on to No Way Home. Probably my most anticipated movie of the year. I was so excited for this, especially with all the speculation and the villains coming back and stuff like that, because I'm a big fan of the Sam Raimi movies. And I like the first Andrew Garfield one. And to hear the villains were coming back really made me excited. And I love the whole concept of the multiverse. That really intrigued me. So yeah, I saw the film last night. And I went on record to my friends and family saying that if this film is done right, it has the potential to be the best MCU movie. If it is done wrong, it has the potential to be the worst MCU movie. And I couldn't really see anything in the middle. I could either see I'm going to love this or I'm going to absolutely despise this. And I'm here to tell you that this film is one of the 3 films in the MCU that I would give a 10 out of 10 rating to. I absolutely adored this movie. I loved everything that they did with it. The other 2 films I would give a 10 out of 10 to, by the way, are Infinity War and Endgame. And I would put them above my ranking of this. So this is probably my 3rd favourite MCU movie. But still, this film was absolutely insane. I'll start off by saying Tom Holland has become my favourite Spider-Man after this movie. His performance in this was impeccable. It was genuinely phenomenal. And the whole cast were amazing. Zendaya, I can't remember the guy who plays Ned, but he was great. And all the villains coming back, including Doc Ock, played by Alfred Molina, and Green Goblin, played by Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe gives an incredible performance, but I was expecting that anyway. It's Willem Dafoe. Of course he's going to give a good performance. Yeah, all the performances were absolutely amazing in this movie. The story was incredible. The writing was so good. It kept that heart that the other 2 Spider-Man movies have, and kind of the lightheartedness, and also mixed it with some really dark moments, and it was really well done. I can't really say much more than that without giving anything away, but it was exceptionally done how they managed to walk a thin line. I always say that Marvel have always, with their films, walk sometimes this perfect line, and if they go that way, they're going to be too happy, too lighthearted. If they go that way, they're going to be too dark and oppose audiences. They walk this line, man, and I don't know how they do it, but they walk this thin line. They did it with Endgame as well, and they just walk it all the way to the end. and it's just so great, and I absolutely love that. And this film, probably since Endgame, done that the best for me. It really mixed the happiness with the sadness so well. The direction and the effects in this movie are unreal. I think some of the best effects we've gotten from Marvel. Genuinely fantastic special effects in this film. And direction, John Watts, I believe his name is, which I think he's a fantastic director. I think he really gets Spider-Man. I don't think he writes these, but he definitely understands the character. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other things to say without giving anything away. I just thought this film was amazing. The fan service is unreal. And Marvel are some of the best ever of doing fan service without feeling like they're shoving it down your necks. It really feels sincere, and really feels like the MCU and the people at Marvel care about the characters and about giving the fans what they want without it feeling forced. This is one of the only screenings I've ever been at where there's literally been cheers in the audience. There were cheers multiple times. Full on like, woo! Like full on like that. Cheers in the cinema. It was so good, and yeah, it's just absolutely unreal. I would definitely give this film a 10 out of 10. Sometimes with films, and I want to say this right now off the bat, with films sometimes, after coming out of the cinema, you're always on a bit of a high. That happened with me with The Last Jedi. When I came out of The Last Jedi, I was like, that was phenomenal. That was better than The Force Awakens. That might actually rival some of the originals. That was so good. And I've said the same about The Force Awakens. I've said the same about The Rise of Skywalker. As soon as you come out of a Star Wars movie, you're like, that was unreal. And then slowly after a few rewatches, it settles into your ranking. Last Jedi I definitely don't love as much as the originals, or even one of the prequels. But No Way Home for me, I think it's going to stay at a 10 out of 10 even after rewatches. It might not, but I genuinely think I slept on it last night. I was going to do this review yesterday after I came out of the cinema. I didn't, because I was like, I might wake up and be like, I don't feel as good about it this morning. But I do. I woke up and I was like, I still think that film was absolutely phenomenal. I couldn't actually pick a single thing to change about it. Genuinely. And I'm normally quite good at picking little nitpicks. But genuinely, I could not change a single thing. Oh, wow. It was... I would really recommend going to see No Way Home. I think even if you're a Spider-Man fan and haven't seen the MCU, definitely go see this movie. You don't really need to know much about the MCU to kind of get your head around what's going on. The movie does well at that. You can kind of take it in its own thing. I would really recommend going to see this film. I had such a blast in the cinema seeing it. I want to go see it again. I'm dying to go see it again. Hi, Jack from the future here, and while I was editing this video I realised I forgot to say that this is now my favourite Spider-Man film of all time. It used to be Spider-Man 2, but this has overtaken it for me. I haven't seen Into the Spider-Verse, so I can't comment on that. I might prefer that, but I very much doubt it. This film was absolutely phenomenal for me. Yeah, I just thought I'd quickly jump back on and say that this is now my favourite Spider-Man film. It beats all the Raimi ones, all the Garfield ones, and the two other Tom Holland ones for me. So yeah, on with the video. So thank you for watching this review of Spider-Man No Way Home. I know it was just about 9 minutes of me gushing over a film, but genuinely I really loved this. I would give it a solid 10 out of 10. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.